First, let's take a look at public and state finance. Countries typically draw funds from a public education budget, and a smaller amount is set aside for adult learning. This will most often be your main source of funding for adult learning. One significant way we can do more is by raising the amount of state finance we have. So, how much is enough? A long-standing benchmark is that countries should spend at least 15 to 20% of total state expenditure on education. Within that, countries should aim to spend at least 3% or more of their education budget on adult learning. So, how does the adult education budget flow? Let's look at one example. In country A, each province usually outlines what they need 1 year in advance. The country then discusses and can choose to raise or lower the overall budget. Then, the money is allocated to a central government ministry and dispersed down chain to local government offices, and then to learning centers or programs. Make it a goal to know and understand how the disbursement model works in your country. So, how can we raise more funds for the public budget? At state and provincial level, 7 strategies you can use to increase the public budget for adult learning are: collect data and evidence which clearly shows the benefits of adult and lifelong learning in your country. Document and disseminate these to make officials aware and familiar with the impacts and importance of adult learning in your country. Understand the budget cycle and submit at the appropriate time to your highest representative, secretary, or your minister. Most governments produce a budget annually, and discussions take place during just 1 or 2 months each year. Support your minister in justifying increases, such as in cabinet meetings or in parliament. Consider drafting a law. Developing a law, decree, or policy framework for adult and lifelong learning can help to strengthen collective action and drive further state support and investment. Organize regular meetings with parliamentarians and officials on adult and lifelong learning to discuss strategy, lobby, and raise awareness. Nominate a lifelong learning ambassador or champion to advocate your cause and speak for the collective. For those working at the level of the community, here are 7 strategies to try. Strengthen fundraising capabilities and the self-sufficiency of your center. Train your staff leaders in fundraising techniques and proposal writing. Identify what resources your community has and seek their support to make use of them. Identify and organize dialogue meetings with key members and organizations in the community. This might include local civic organizations, companies, educational institutions, potential donors, and other organizations of interest. Clearly state your needs and proposed activities to local companies, foundations, and potential donors. Set up a management committee for your learning center, made up of local leaders, to inform decision-making and widen your networks of reach. Support the production of unique products from your community to generate additional income for your center, such as in Thailand through the One Tambon One Product OTOP initiative. Publicly disseminate the impacts of your programs, sharing with government, key members of the community, potential donors, and other interested persons or organizations.